Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today because all good things must come to an end. Got a lot to cover. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Let's get right into it. We have a lot to talk about right now because this could very well be the last Black Friday. And I'm just going to show you the ocean as I move myself into the corner, and you get to enjoy the background and all the sights and sounds and everything that's out there. But think about this. You've got deals will never be the same. This is the last year for deals. And the thing about this, people already can't afford money. People are already borrowing to the hilt right now to get through this time. But the big problem is with businesses. You are going to see a tremendous amount of businesses finish and be done between now and the end of 2025. Wendy's is done, more restaurants are done. I keep getting, stories about pizza places and taco places and all this stuff being sent to me that will break down. But when it comes to shopping this year, there's no urgency. The urgency is done. And what these businesses have done is they bought a bunch of inventory thinking that this was going to be the springboard into 2026 that was going to give them profitability. That's what Black Friday basically was for people. Not anymore. And I want to thank the health ranger himself, Mike, for sending me this one because it really was a great suggestion. And bravo to you, Mike, because I broke this down and he was absolutely right with all his talking points. And, you know, people can't afford to spend right now, but next year's going to be worse. We're living in a job market where do you have a job? Will you have a job? Will you have a job at Christmas? Who knows? Who knows? But the discounts, because it used to be a special day. And my daughter brought this up yesterday. Remember when we would go out on Black Friday and we would lay out our map of where we're going to go first, where we're going to go second, and who was giving away what? When my mother was alive, she was big at all the giveaways. Oh, this place is giving away $10. This one's got a, buy $25, we'll give you a $50 additional coupon. So you get, for $75, you're only spending 25 at these different stores. Done, done. As we have the unemployment surge and the tariffs, whether the tariffs get turned around or not, you're going to see this be a very, very bleak year when it comes to the Black Friday disaster that we're living through right now. You know, Historically, retailers turn themselves around on Black Friday. Not this year. It's not going to happen. And people just can't afford to spend. It's funny. I traveled up here and I'm in Central California right now. For me to get to my house to LAX on an Uber at 4:30 in the morning, $196. $196. Now, it was an awful ride because the Uber driver went around in circles and basically didn't know how to get to the airport, and I had to show him. But it was an awful experience. You know, Getting there and waiting to see if the flight was going to be canceled because of the problem with the air traffic controllers was an absolute disaster. How I got up here, I don't know, because the plane that we were supposed to fly on was flying in from Phoenix and got diverted to Palm Springs. So there was no plane. So I'm like, okay, do I call my friends? Do I take another $200 Uber home? What do I do? Great news. If you can make it down to this gate, we have another flight that can take off in 20 minutes. I ran down there and the flight took off. But think about this, guys. 40% of the plane was full, 60% empty. So just absolutely blew me away. You know, Again, this used to be the thing that used to boost revenue. It's not going to boost revenue. Talking to everybody, they're just fed up with how bad things are in the economy, and people are not spending money. So let's ask the question. You know, I did this 3 years ago, and Christmas is over, Christmas is dead. I did that, and I got a ton of religious people writing me saying, "Listen, this is not what Christmas is about. It's not about spending," and I know that more than
Do you see
anybody.
critters
Okay, I know
down
about
there?
family and everything that's important to me is what Christmas means. I always give out thousands of dollars worth of gifts to you guys too, so I know it's about doing for others right now. But this year is going to be worse because you're going to see a lot more people have a much more difficult time. it really is sad because people will not be able to afford things, and people are truly cutting back right now. You know, we're just going to see a lot of problems with this right now, and we're getting nothing. We're getting nothing from the government. We're not getting a plan. We're not, inflation is supposedly going down, but you're out of money. Things went up to $25. It used to cost 10, and we're supposed to go, oh great, it's not 26, it's not 50 right now. We're supposed to celebrate that, and it's terrible. It really, really is. So, you know, higher import costs all the way around, rising wages, labor shortages, higher shipping and freight, store closures are a huge problem. The mass unemployment. Why would you go out and spend? And that's the question: is, would you spend right now? Are you going to buy anything right now? I asked this question 2 years ago. Christmas is canceled, and people lost their mind. But the question was, are you going to spend? What are you going to do in 2025? You're going to spend in 2025? I have a core group of people that I'm buying for, and that's it. And the rest of my friends, everybody knows it. I mean, I get gifts from you guys. I get gifts from business partners and things like that. And I'm grateful for everything. But remember this: the best gifts that people send, the best gifts that you can give somebody is something that's thoughtful, that's meaningful to them. You know, Consumer have maxed out their credit cards. Wait, I have talked to bankers. When I was in Las Vegas this week, I spoke to two bankers that said you're going to see the consumer credit be turned upside down, because even if they lower interest rates, they're going to make people pay back on these cards. So you could see, think about this number, a 40% cut in everybody's credit card rates and credit card lines of credit. Excuse me if I'm trying to do two things at once. Um, the tariff problem, fewer problems. And again, is this the last Black Friday? I agree with Mike. I think that this is going to be the year that it's done, because they ruined it by, hey, we're going to open on Thanksgiving. Hey, we're going to open 2 weeks before. Now, you can get every single Black Friday deal today. I don't know of anything that's happening right now that's going to be better, 2 weeks from now when Black Friday rolls around. Let me know what you think. Are you participating in Black Friday? Are you spending any money on Christmas? Will you spend more or less? Let us know. More or less in the comments. Let us all know. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Patriot Gold Group is #1 rated with Consumer Affairs for the last 9 years. Clearly, they're doing something right, but you have to look at this economy as a whole. The Fed is in money printing mode. They're cutting rates, and we're hearing from experts all around the world in the banking industry that gold is going to go through the roof. Even Goldman Sachs stepped forward and said that we're going to see $4,900 gold. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Even Jamie Dimon has predicted that gold could easily hit $5,000 or even $10,000 an ounce. You don't want to miss this. Over 10,000 clients, over $1 billion in sales. Call them today. #1 rated Patriot Gold Group, 888-330-1431. IRAs, no fee for life and qualifying rollovers, 401ks backed by precious metals. Call #1 rated Patriot Gold Group today. I'm not just a spokesman, I'm a client of theirs. I love this company. Contact them today. 888-330-1431. I want to remind you guys of a few things. First things first is newvideos.com, our new video sharing platform that has been revamped and updated, and it's fantastic. And if you want to promote your business there, we will share it with the world. So go to newvideos.com. If you want to share your family videos or anything out there, just go to newvideos.com. It's absolutely free to join and to share your videos, share what's new. Don't forget our private channel, which is iAllegedly Live. iAllegedly.tv is where you sign up for that. And final thing, I want to remind you, I cannot believe Bob Kudla's class looks like it's going to sell out this time, because there's only so much space that's available for this class. So go to bobstradingclass.com And it's funny, I got heat from Bob last night. He's like, hey, that thing's selling out, but you never showed our second little commercial we made. So in honor of Bobby, this thing is great. Again, if you want to learn how to do stock trading from Bob Kudla, go to Bob's trading class. But here's the commercial he and I made when the day we made our last video. Hey guys, don't forget that Bob is having a webinar in the middle of the month. Go to bobstradingclass.com to sign up for it. It's only $399. And he gives you Trade Genius for a year. Take advantage of it. It's a Black Friday special, but go to bobstradingclass.com, use the link below, and get some Bob Kudla trading action.
Only do it if you want to make money.
Okay? Yeah, that's the reason. See you soon.
Bye.
Now, there's a little bit more on this before I move on. And think about this. Retailers are slashing prices like we've never seen them do just to survive. You've got more retail bankruptcies happening right now to where you're going to have a substantial amount of retailers that will not be around in 2026. 1 year from now, they're going to be done. And big chains are already getting rid of locations. Consumer spending, now it's driven by debt. Buy now, pay later. You're having more people pay those payments late than ever. And the stats that people are sending me about this is just mind-numbing because it is a death trap. Well, no, Dan, it's interest-free. It is not interest-free. Wait till you miss one of those payments. Watch the debacle. Watch the nightmare that you're going to go through with that. And then major layoffs. Will you have a job? We can't get real unemployment numbers. We can't get real numbers as far as the economy, what spending is. So, two things. President of the United States wants to give helicopter money. Hey, listen, I'm going to give everybody $2,000 worth of tariff money. I've done these videos, done 2 of them over the last couple months, and now he's saying it out loud. He's not just hinting, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do it. Let me give you $2,000. Now, UBI, Universal Basic Income, if this happens, you will be told where you can spend it, how you can use it. They're going to make Walmart okay, Amazon okay. It is going to be a debacle. But again, will you be able to travel with it? Will I be able to hop on a plane? Who's going to get it? Well, rich people aren't going to get it. Define rich right now. Seriously, define it. Define what a rich person is. Any of you. Guys, in the comments, go for it. AI is replacing millions of workers. I have a friend that is coming up with the most brilliant business model that I've ever heard of for his business that's going to be free. And you know what it is? It's all through AI. And it's amazing. And I've told 2 people about this and swore them to secrecy. And this is going to be the game changer of all game changers. And this is just one guy's idea.
Look
working,
at the seals.
Out of his lab, out of his house, out of his office, and doing this without any coders, all on his own, using artificial intelligence. You haven't seen anything yet. Now, continue with Donald Trump right now. He just suggested the 50-year mortgage. Again, you would have to be sniffing glue if you took a 50-year mortgage out. How old is the average first-time home buyer right now? Oh, it's 32 years old then. No, it's 40, guys. 40 is the average first-time buyer right now. That is horrific, guys. 40 years old. Now, take out a 50-year mortgage. I hope I'm lucky enough to live to 90. But here's some things that I want you to think about this. Let's just say 6%. You've got stellar credit, which you wouldn't be taking out a 50-year mortgage if you did. So let's just say that you did. So think about this. And Mike gave me these numbers too. So I think this video should be sponsored by Mike today. But think about this. After 10 years, if you have a $500,000 mortgage, and people are freaking out, $500,000, okay? It is crazy. A lot of people have that. A lot of people have $1 million mortgages. Let's just say it's $500,000. After 10 years, principal, you've only paid $21,636, but you've paid in interest $294,207 in 10 years. Your remaining balance is only $479,000. Wow. 20 years, you've paid $61,000 in interest. In principal, excuse me. In 20 years, you paid $61,000 in principal. Interest paid $570,000. You paid more in interest than you originally borrowed at that point at the 20-year mark. Still got 30 years to go. 30 years to go. I stopped this at 30 years because it got sickening. It got to be where Dave Ramsey would be throwing up right about now. So 30 years, principal paid after 30 years of a $500,000 mortgage, $132,620. The interest paid would be $814,000. Okay, your monthly payment for the principal and interest, no taxes, no insurance, no community bonds or shenanigans, would be $2,632. Gosh, man, that sounds like a deal. I want to get that loan. No. Now, you've already paid over $800,000 in interest at that point, and you still owe $367,380. So the 50-year mortgage. This will spur building. It will spur lending. Everybody's going to have such a great life if they do this. No, they will not, guys. This is going to be catastrophic and disastrous. People will take you up on this, without a doubt. Without a doubt, there's going to be people that are going to line up to get themselves into a 50-year mortgage. So how about you? Do you guys want to own your home? Because you're perpetually a renter that has to fix up their own house. Now, I've rented in my life, and it's great. If you have a decent landlord that's not a chiseling degenerate like I've had in the past, they will come out and fix your place for you. And if the plumbing goes bad or lighting goes bad, they come out and fix that stuff. You have a problem on your own, you own your own house, you are on your own, baby. That is it. And people don't get it. My brother sent me a video where this couple was complaining about how, but nobody told me about the fees. No one told me that I'd have to pay to have, yard work done and gardening done. I can't clean that hill by myself. Welcome to the world, the real world. You could be a renter for the rest of your life, guys. Do what you want to do, but you know what you need to do? You need to be debt free. That's what the secret to everything is. Look what I found on my walk. Hello. You guys come here often? Now a few more things to finish this video. Think about this, guys. America is really hurting right now. And you try to make titles that get people's attention, and what's going to make somebody click on this. In the business news that we give every day, I wake up and I'm like, am I going to do a video today? But this is out of CNN, which floored me, and that's people are really hurting, from airports to grocery stores and the shutdowns, in every facet of our industry, from home improvement companies to grocery stores to restaurants to small businesses that we've relied on forever. I get these stories sent to me and they are tragic. But the airport, guys, I am telling you, I will not fly again. I don't care if it's cash prizes and chicks, okay? I'm not flying right now until this thing is resolved, because it was a disaster today. It was absolutely horrible. And JP Morgan, they stepped forward and said, America's going broke slowly. And, you need to look at your portfolio. When was the last time you looked at your IRA or 401k? Is it doing well right now? Protect yourself, guys. It's serious, because things are not good right now. And when the world's largest bank is telling you, oh, there's going to be a lot of broke people out of this. I will never forget a friend of mine during the last downturn. Now, he turned 60 then, and now he's like 74-ish, 75-ish. The problem that you're seeing is that his portfolio went down so bad he did not open a brokerage statement for 2 years. He told me 2 years. So that's a financial plan for you. Starting to see how Americans are using AI for support, what they're getting information on, what they're using it for. Guys, I'm telling you, I love the technology. I love the research. I love when you guys tell me things and they say, oh, did you hear this stat? And then you check it and it's totally bogus. And then I research it and you find out if things are true or if they're not. There is serious value in that. And the IRS, now those people are going to go, ha ha, good for them. 1,400 people from the IRS just got layoff notices. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. And you can sit there and go, yeah, it's the IRS. What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with me is I don't want these people to be, unemployed. I want the IRS to be full staffed, because right now what you're experiencing with this is people are, you're going to see tax refunds in 2026 get delayed as a result of this. Dr. Marvin sent me a great map of who owes the most on their credit cards. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be here in California. It's got to be us deadbeats, high flyers. No, Minnesota, guys, Minnesota. And I was just floored by the list. So check out the map, and I'll leave the link below, but it's interactive. You click on it and it'll tell you, which states are the worst. And California, I believe, is 11th on the list. So it wasn't even in the top, 10. So, you're starting to see more and more cracks that we didn't expect. Remember the South Korean solar firm that had all the employees? Well, they just announced that they're going to cut wages for everybody and lay off 1,000 people. Okay. Remember, those are the people that had the raid on that place? Oh, that's interesting. So they're not going to be able to survive. Next one that may not survive, think about this. Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza was started by was it Dan Monahan? And that guy went out of his car and started a pizza place and wanted to have 30-minute delivery, which was the coolest thing ever in the 80s. It was just unbelievable. He ended up buying the Detroit Tigers from that. And Bank of America says that Domino's Pizza is among the most likely mergers and acquisition candidate right now. And you can sit there and say, oh, that's great news, Dan. No, they will destroy Domino's Pizza. And again, it's too much. It's too much. Pizza being too expensive is utterly preposterous right now. And people just don't get it. They just don't get how, you can have all these specials, and I heard that they have a $9.95 special that's $9.95 for any pizza you want. What's that like? Seriously. So, you guys shop at Domino's? Anybody still eating there? CarMax rings the alarm. We talked about this last week with the used car business. They're done. They're going to be out of business. So many small businesses interact with the government and are finished, from catering companies to appliance companies, service companies that service the government, and you just haven't seen anything yet. So this is just from bad to worse, guys. So let me know what you think. Hope you're enjoying all this. And hope you like the background. The beach is just stunning here. I mean, it is beautiful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to sign up for Bob Kudla's trading class. Contact Patriot Gold Group today. If you'd like to get a hold of me, the email address is hello@iallegedly.com. Sign up today, guys. Check it out. And I will see you very soon.